guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming with the Gourmande Girl Nightshade Palette, so if you guys are interested, just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post quite often, especially about eyeshadow palettes and just new makeup in general. So if that sounds good to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so Gourmande Girl so kindly sent me their Nightshade palette. This one has been out for a little while. It ended up being a bit of a hot mess on my end. It went to an old address, so we hunted it down and here it is. I'm so excited to be playing with this, and I just thought this color story was so freaking stunning. There was no way I was gonna pass on trying this palette out. So this is the latest palette from Gourmande Girls, and they are working with Doodles by the Bunny for this one. So I'm so excited to try it because their last collaboration palette was amazing, and these colors are so my vibe. So I really want to play with the greens, but I'm wearing a pink dress today, so I think I might actually play with the purples. And also, you guys, you can't see, but I cut my hair. I need to zoom out more, but I cut my hair. I cut off 10 inches of my hair, and I really didn't say anything to anyone because I didn't want to talk myself out of it. I've had short hair my whole life, so my hair before I cut it was the longest it's ever been, and I don't know if it was just like pregnancy, but it like was growing really well and my hair was like in great shape. But as much as I wanted to like embrace the long hair and style it and stuff like that, I just right now at the present phase of my life, I just don't have the time or the energy to style it as much. So I kind of went for a mid-length haircut, and I'm hoping that it'll inspire me to style my hair a little bit more, just make it a little bit easier on myself to like straighten it and curl it and stuff, just because I don't have as much volume as I used to. So yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like I haven't had hair this length in a while, so far no regrets, but I literally just got it cut like an hour or so ago, so you know, who knows, we'll see. But that's my big update. And I have one more update. So I had a surgery scheduled for next week. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, but I had a surgery scheduled. I talked about it in my video with the Glaminatrix palette, and my surgery got rescheduled. So now I'm not gonna have surgery next week. I'm gonna have surgery closer to the end of the month of August. So I don't know, we kind of had everything planned for it to be next week, like babysitter and stuff like that for the kids, because I really don't like want to have my kids go into a hospital and kind of wait around for me to have surgery. So we had our regular babysitter schedule, but she's going back to school and she goes to school out of town. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the kiddos, and I'm kind of like really bummed because I had everything lined up. But the one thing I've learned about being a parent, and like, I mean, this applies to adults in general, but it's even more kind of rough when you have little kids, because little kids are a wild card anyway, but like when you have these like unforeseen things happen, it's just kind of rough. And you know, it's not like me and my husband just have like grandparents that we can like leave our kids with. I'm not saying anybody else does either, but you know, sometimes it's rough with like little kids and trying to have like medical stuff done. So I kind of am so bummed that it got rescheduled, but what choice do we have? We just have to roll with it. So I feel like the theme of my life for the next few years is just like roll with it. Just roll with it. There's no point stressing out over things you can't control. Like, I get so like, not annoyed, but I just get so like bent out of shape when my plans don't go the way they, you know, are, or like the way I had intended. I always like stress about this stuff, and now I feel like I've gotten hopefully better at just like embracing things that don't go my way. I just try to roll with it, and you know, there's no point stressing about it, and I think that's just better for my mental health. So I don't know why I'm talking about this because that's not what this video is about. It's about this beautiful eyeshadow palette, but I just blended 3 beautiful mattes into my crease. So I started off with the shade Woody, which is the dark purple, and then I used the more pastel-y shade called Belladonna, and then I used the shade Nightshade kind of in between the two. But these are so nice. These mattes are blending beautifully, and the one thing I learned from playing with the Cosmic Brushes purple palette, or the purple shade in that palette, was to start off with the darkest shade, and I've been doing that in a few of my videos and it's actually really helped. I am going to take the shade Black Knight and just put it a little bit on the outer corner. This palette has 7 mattes and 7 metallics, and the greens are so stunning. Like, I just cannot. I feel like I remember Angie had done a green eye look with this palette, so I definitely was interested in that, but I've just been so into wearing pink recently, and I feel like I've talked about this before, but I've been so into it. And so I have this pink dress and it was just sitting in my closet. And another thing I've been trying to do more of is just like do the thing, wear the outfit, meet up with the friends, like don't put things off. Because I don't know about you guys, but my best friend's grandma passed away recently, and I was so bummed because I had been meaning to bring our youngest daughter over to see her because she's like basically kind of like my grandma. She's not really my grandma, but she's like, I feel like she's like almost like we adopted her or she adopted us because, you know, my family doesn't live here. Actually, all my grandparents have passed. So, anyway, she is just such a sweet lady, and my best friend is like such a great person, obviously. And so her family's like always been like our family because we don't really have family here. And so I meant to bring our baby over to see her grandmother, and I kept putting it off because, you know, we're all so busy. We're all so busy all the time. We can't, you know, make time to do this stuff. And then we did end up going to see her in the hospital, but she was so like heavily sedated. I don't think she knew, or maybe if she did know we were there, she couldn't speak. So maybe she knew we were there. Maybe she did meet my child, but I feel like she never really got to meet Ren. And so I kind of told myself, like, this is why, like, you shouldn't put stuff off because you never know when, like, it could be somebody's last day on earth. And I'm getting really philosophical here right now, but I feel like, you know, that's one thing I learned. It's just like, if you have something you want to do, just freaking do it. Like, don't put it off, you know, make the time, especially for your friends and family and your loved ones. Like, don't say, I'm going to do it the next day or the next day or the next day, because you don't know. And I feel like having that happen really, like, kind of shook me a little bit. And it was the same thing, like, we've just had a lot of like weird stuff. Like, my husband was in a cycle race. I think I told you guys this. He was doing like a I don't know what it's called. Is it called a marathon if it's on bikes? But it was a race, not really a race, but it was like it was called like Tour de Lakes because we live very close to the lake area. And so he cycled around like 3 or 4 lakes, like the parameters of these lakes. The guy that planned this cycle race, he actually plans like the Fargo Marathon. So we have a marathon, like the New York City Marathon. There's one in Fargo. So he plans it, and like, I don't know this person at all, but literally Rail had talked to him on Saturday. He cycled in this race on Saturday, and then Sunday morning, this guy who literally is like a part of this like health and fitness community in our area had been out riding his bike, and I don't know if he had a medical incident or what happened, but he ended up getting in an accident and he passed away. And I was just like, you know, it's just been like little things like that. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just really made me think, like, don't put stuff off and don't sweat the little things. Like, yeah, unforeseen stuff happens and it like really throws you off your game, but it's okay. Just like, it's just roll with it. I'm telling you, that's the theme of that's the theme of my adulthood. I swear. I'm just like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, today I was supposed to have 2 of my old coworkers were gonna come over and meet the baby. and the one double booked, so they had to reschedule. And she's like, she called me and she was so apologetic, and she's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's fine. Like, stuff comes up for people all the time. I was like, don't even worry about it, no sweat. And now I'm just using the time to film instead, so it worked out fine. I just, you know, I just refuse to stress about stuff like that anymore, because I feel like previously I would have just been so disappointed. And I'm like, you know what, both my kids are napping. This is great. My hair is already done because I just got it cut, and I'm wearing this beautiful dress, and it's a wonderful, gorgeous summer day, and I have this brand new palette that I haven't played with. Let me just do that. Let me do this thing for myself. So I am like living my best life right now. This freaking mascara, I swear to God, I've been trying to embrace this one coat mascara from Huda, but I don't get the hype, you guys. I really don't. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't hardly talk about the palette, but that was what was on my mind. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I probably will, honestly, because I don't feel like I said anything that was going to, like, be too over the top. But, you know, I feel like sometimes all this, like, life stuff is, like, daunting. And I just feel like, you know, just go with it. And I'm just going to finish up the mascara off camera. But I used 2 of the metallics in this palette. I used the shade called Dream Shade and this beautiful iridescent shade called Enchanter. So that's what's on the inner corner. And yeah, just threw the other shade off all over the lids. And honestly, I feel like I've really been embracing purple too. I'm not like, like purple's not like my favorite color. Green is my favorite color. But I've just been really into pink and purple, like a periwinkly bluey purple. I've been really into that as well. And it's so funny, I feel like sometimes when you're into colors, they start just like showing up all over your life, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize like how many of this clothing item I had in this color or whatever. But yeah, okay, I'm in a chatty mood, so I'm gonna go off, finish this look, throw on some earrings, and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts on this palette. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. I definitely threw on a very bold pink lipstick because we are, you know, full-blown Barbie-core over here. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought this would be a fun color. It's a random Friday afternoon. I'm just sitting here doing my makeup for funsies. Maybe I'll ask my husband if we can go on a date or something, like, obviously with the kids, but still, I feel beautiful. I am loving my new hair. Hopefully it means less ponytails, because I just would default to ponytails, and I really wanted to make an effort to wear my hair down more, so I cut my hair. And yeah, so far I love it. So anyways, sorry, this video is so rambly, but you know, it is what it is. So this palette, super duper cute. I'm so excited to play with the greens. I had so much fun playing with the purples. I know a lot of you that watch my channel do love it when I do a purple look. So you guys will have to let me know. Rate this eye look. What do you think? Do you love it? Did you pick up this palette? Let me know. All of the tea, I just thought the mattes worked beautifully. The metallics are beautiful. I can't wait to try out some of these shades. This shade, Hellebore, oh, it's like the most beautiful shimmery green. So that's definitely going to make its way onto my eyeballs. But I'm going to go ahead and film a new makeup releases video because I haven't done that in forever. So I get to go talk about new releases. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye for now.